Hey, it's me again. If you've ever seen StoryCorps on YouTube, they have like this van or this, equipment for recording that they bring around. And they invite people in with their relatives and loved ones and friends, and they let them set up an interview style session, and they record that and then make an animated thing to the stories. I thought that was pretty cool, and I was thinking it would be cool if in my family we could record things like that, because my dad tells a lot of stories from when he was younger, and I've heard some of them, a few times. But I know that at some point he's not going to be around to tell them again. Well, assuming he dies first.
You never know.
There might be a time when he's not around to tell them anymore. My family has been growing pretty quick, so we have a very, wide family spectrum, and there's a lot of people growing. My niece already has a son, and so I'm a great aunt already, and it's just like there's lots of craziness, but it's growing and it's cool. And I was thinking, well, maybe I could do something like that, and I could sit my parents down, other people, and get them to just tell the stories that they usually would, or maybe some they even haven't yet, and to just get that down. I had my mom and dad sit down together, and I recorded them for about an hour. I asked them questions about different things, like how they met and where. I got that all on a record now, and I'll probably do more as time goes. But I thought that would be cool because I can preserve that and I can pass that along. I mean, it's going to be better preserved than it would if I was just repeating what they'd said to me over the years. Because, I'm going to forget things, I'm going to remember things differently. And so it'll change, like a lot of stories change throughout the years. They get different, like little bits change, and then it just changes and changes. But if I have the record, and I can pass that along to my kids if I have any, and my brothers and sisters can pass it to their kids, and then by the time there's like great-great-great-grandkids and stuff, they can have this little thing about their great-great-great-grandparents or their great-great-grandparents. And I figured that every branch of our family could do something like that and just pass it along, so we'd always have records of people. I didn't really get a chance to know my grandparents that well. I remember them kind of, but I have very little knowledge about them. If they had been around longer and I had been a little older, I probably could have learned a lot from them and heard a lot of stories and gotten all kinds of history about the family. But I just don't have that because they're gone. So I figured maybe that's a good way to change that now for other people. That's really where it ends. I know stuff about my parents, and I don't even know a lot about my parents. There's probably so much that I don't know about them. So I would like my family going on to be able to have that, and to be like, even though I didn't meet my grandparents necessarily or my great-grandparents, I have this, and it's them telling their stories themselves, so it can't be messed up because I'm not retelling it, nobody's retelling it, and it's just a more accurate way to preserve things. So what do you guys think of that idea? I thought it was pretty good. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt to edit because they're like so long, but I think it'll be worthwhile if it works out. Well, that's probably all I have for you right now. I feel like every time I get a topic that I actually like to talk about, I get a little ranty and I talk a little fast. I've been told that I talk a lot. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.